Hi, I'm Pavan from Guided by Spirits. Join me as I try to find the perfect spell to get you 1 million subscribers. Have you ever wished that you could just wave a magic wand and have 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million subscribers to your YouTube channel? Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful? I know that I've certainly wished it. So, I decided, hey, I like to do spells. Maybe there's a spell we could try. So in this new series, I am going to try different spells as well as manifestation techniques to see if I can generate 1 million subscribers for my channel. This week, I would like to share with you the very first spell that I came up with. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, and then I'm going to share the results with you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. To hit subscribe and like this video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. So happy to see you again. Now, let us move on and get down to the magic. So I've done some research, and there are people out there who are very happy to sell you a spell that they're going to do themselves for you. They will perform a spell to get you more subscribers, but I'm more hands-on. I want to create a spell myself. So where shall we begin? Which god or goddess or planet could help me with attracting loving, adoring followers to my channel? I'm thinking Venus is the way to go. So I gathered together everything to do with Venus. And then I thought, okay, we don't want just Venus. Let's open the roads so that people can travel to my channel, can find my channel, can easily make their way to my channel. So I am doing a combination road opening candle Venus spell to attract 1 million viewers to my channel. Let me show you all of the materials that you need.
Since I chose to work with Venus, I decided to start my spell on a Friday, which is her day. As always, I cleaned and cleansed my space of any negative energies, and I also cleaned all of the items I was going to use, as well as cleansing myself and my energy. I always call on Archangel Michael to protect me and my space while I'm doing anything magical or psychic. He will keep away any negative entities or looky-loos from the spiritual plane. I connect my energy to Mother Earth, Source, the Moon, the Sun, whatever planet I'm working with, in this case Venus. I also call upon my guardian angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. I make sure I'm in a meditative state of mind before I begin. For this spell, I wanted to use a mirror as a platter to multiply everything on it and make it more powerful. I happen to have a 6-sided mirror, which worked out perfectly because the numerical correspondence for Venus is 6. Because I have my angels, I don't always use a salt circle, but because I was using a mirror, I thought it was important to have an extra layer of protection, also from trolls and spammers. Normally, I would use dirt for a road opening spell, but I just kept hearing 1 million grains of sand over and over in my head, so that's what I decided to use. I also added road opener oil to the sand. I found this cool tube glitter at the dollar store, so I used that to connect the spell to YouTube. And I used the gold one because that's the color of the plaque that you get when you have 1 million subscribers. I sprinkled this over everything. Between the roads, I added rose petals for Venus. I also added chocolate, not only for its sweetness to ensure a happy outcome, but also as an offering to Venus. To me, this symbolized the proverbial box of chocolates that you would give to your love for Valentine's Day. I added a cinnamon stick for some extra oomph and speed. I decided to use a pink candle because of its correspondence with Venus and also with universal love. I always add at least one crystal to my spells. In this case, I used rose quartz, also for its connection to Venus and love. I wanted to include fresh flowers in my spell, but I didn't have any, so I used some rose incense for starters. And then as the week progressed, I got first some sunflowers, and then after that I got some fresh roses. I'll often add a tarot card to my spells as a visual representation of my goal. And in this case, I chose the star card for obvious reasons. I also added this cute little voodoo doll I have called Blossom because she helps you to reach your full potential.
By the way, since we are doing a spell about attracting subscribers, how about if you click like and subscribe to my channel now? If you also are a person who enjoys improving their lives, whether it's spiritually, emotionally, financially, romantically, all of these things are things that I like to work with. I like to create meditations and spells and readings to help you on your journey. Let's get back to the spell now, shall we?
Once I had my altar set up, it was time to come up with my statement of intent. This needs to be a positive statement, and it has to be as if it has already occurred. So I came up with something really simple. It just said, I have 1 million YouTube subscribers. Once I had my statements, I wanted to turn it into a sigil, which is a symbol that visually represents your statement. To create a sigil, you simply cross out any vowels and repeated consonants, and then you're left with a set of letters. And then you use those letters to create a drawing, a picture. I like to create a picture that sort of symbolizes what I want, but you don't need to. It really doesn't matter what your picture turns out like. Mine ended up looking like a heart with Cupid's arrow shot through it. I thought that was a great symbol of what I was trying to accomplish. I happened to have some sheets of paper which were covered with hearts, so I tore off a square in order to use it for my written spell. I then wrote my statement of intent on each edge of the paper, always writing towards the right because I was creating something. I then wrote my name and my birthday, no peeking. And then I drew my sigil in the center. And then I signed my name 3 times, every time turning the paper clockwise. I folded the piece of paper towards me, right, because I'm bringing the thing towards me, turned it clockwise, folded it towards me again, turned it clockwise, folded it towards me again. You just turn it as many times and fold it until it's like a nice small size and you can't really make it any smaller. And then I just placed it in front of the candle. Then it was time to carve the candle. Some people, I think, use toothpicks to do this. I find the easiest thing to use is an empty ballpoint pen. What I carved in the candle was the symbol for Venus, my sigil. I also added some hearts. I wrote my name and I wrote my statement of intent, and I just filled it with as much of this as I could. I then anointed the candle with attraction ritual oil from Belladonna's Botanicals, which smells insanely delicious, as do all of her products really. So I'm gonna put a link for her shop down in the description in case you want to check that out. I also anointed myself as well as the paper spell. It was time to light the candle and get down to business. When working a spell, it really helps to get into a trance-like state. You've created all of the visual symbology, the smells that are also going to bring your intention to mind. Now it's time to really visualize your completed intention. You want to get into the flow, jump into that river that is going to carry you to the future where this intention has already happened. Sometimes I'll just make up a little song and sing it over and over until I'm completely hoarse. but in this case, I got out my mala beads and I used each bead to be grateful, to say thank you for my 1 million subscribers. Thank you for my 1 million subscribers, over and over. And while I did this, I was imagining all of these viewers that were traveling the roads of the internet to reach my channel. I was imagining our mutual love for each other. I was imagining them liking my content. I was imagining my content being really helpful for them. And I just kept feeling this gratitude, and I just had this big smile on my face. When I felt done, I put out the candle, saying thank you to the candle. As this was a big ask, obviously this wasn't going to get done in an hour of my energy, right? So I repeated this process every day until the entire candle burnt down. In this case, my last day was Friday, a week later. Then I put my paper spell in a little cauldron and I burnt it. And as I burnt it, I imagined my wish going up, rising through the air and going up to Venus.
Alright, so how did the spell work out for me? Well, I think it's working. Since I did the spell, I have 30 new subscribers, which is pretty good for just, what, a couple of weeks or so? Now, maybe that's organic, so I would really like to keep experimenting, maybe try another spell to see if we can speed up the process. But I'm really not disappointed with this result, because when you grow your channel slowly, these are people that are going to stick with you. These are people that are really interested in you, who are going to come back and watch the rest of your stuff. I've had spurts, crazy spurts, like where I had a viral short, or not viral for me, and all of a sudden I poof had 200 new subscribers. Well, those people didn't really come back and watch bigger content, right? They just liked my little tarot shorts. I'm overall pleased with the result of this spell. I am looking to its continued working, and now I'm gonna look and see if I can find another spell. So let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you try it yourself. Let me know if you have heard of some kind of spell to do this, or you've tried something. I would love to hear about it. And yeah, think about liking, think about subscribing, think about following. I post a short every day and a long form video once a week. And I hope I will see you again. Send you much love.